All right, guys. So there is a rumor going around that Marvel is looking to recast T'Challa in the MCU. So obviously, they ended up having Shuri take on the mantle of Black Panther in Wakanda Forever because Chadwick Boseman passed away. Very divisive decision. I'll get into my thoughts in just a moment. But let's look at the rumor itself. So it initially came from Jeff Schneider, and this is what he wrote in his blog post thing. Anyways, with Marvel reshuffling the deck in advance of Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars and Robert Downey Jr. coming back not as Iron Man but as Doctor Doom, I'm told that the door is firmly open for T'Challa to be recast via the magic of the multiverse. I heard that an actor was actually offered the role this past fall, a couple of months after Downey's big reveal at Comic-Con, but they turned it down and not wanting to jeopardize their career momentum by stepping into Boseman's gigantic shoes, which may be too big to fill, even for Hollywood's most talented black actors. Now it's unclear whether T'Challa will appear in Avengers Doomsday or Avengers Secret Wars, or I would say, or both. But I think it's fair to assume that whoever is cast as the character will reprise the role in Black Panther 3, which has been discussed by everyone from Ryan Coogler to Denzel Washington. Now, I will note as well that My Time to Shine Hello has chimed into the situation, and they're saying it's not a recast, it's an older version of his son for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Now, I'll be honest, I personally take Jeff Schneider just a little more seriously than My Time to Shine Hello. And in general, I kind of take him more seriously than like most of these other scoopers, just because he's like an actual real person. He's not hiding behind an avatar. He's like a journalist with history, and I don't know. I just personally think he's more credible. That's not to say that the other scoopers are always wrong or Jeff Snyder's always right, but that just is how I personally feel. What do I think about this situation hypothetically? On the one hand, I've always been of the position that it was never disrespectful to recast T'Challa. I always thought that it was kind of a weird decision. Yeah, it's just in no way is recasting T'Challa disrespectful to Chadwick Boseman. When somebody dies, their job, their position at whatever job they have, it doesn't just remain vacant. That, like, I don't know what to say. Like, that's just never been how that has ever worked, and I don't really understand why it would be any different for a role in a movie. Like, I don't personally put actors or the job of acting above any other role. Is it sad? Yeah, obviously it's sad. But it just kind of is what it is. I don't put that a moral negative on a recasting, I guess is all I'm trying to say here. That being said, what I do understand is that if you're Ryan Coogler, if you're Lupita Nyong'o, if you're I forget the actress that plays Shuri, but if you're her, and you genuinely were friends with Chadwick Boseman, if you had genuine love for Chadwick Boseman, if you go and you're like, hey man, it's kind of rough. I don't know if I can act alongside another actor as T'Challa. I don't know if I can direct another actor as T'Challa. I think it just might be too emotional for me. I can understand that. And that's why from that perspective, I've never been all that hard on the decision if it came from that point of view. So with all that being said, no, I don't think that it's bad or disrespectful or inappropriate to recast T'Challa. However, at this point, after you decided to do Wakanda Forever, after you decided to make a movie literally all about the death of T'Challa and the impact that had on Shuri and the journey of grief that Shuri went through and that character arc leading up to the end of that movie, for you to just undo that because of stupid multiverse bullshit, That feels cheap to me. Like, you made the decision. You made the decision to kill T'Challa, right? Like, you made the decision to kill Iron Man. To bring back these characters, and I know they're not bringing back Iron Man, they're bringing him back as Doctor Doom, which is a whole other discussion. But in general, like, if they were to bring back Iron Man, it's just like, you made the decision. Stick by it. You know, and the MCU has always done this, to be fair, right? Like, it is the Marvel fake death universe. They always do fake deaths. You know, Nick Fury dies. Nope, he's not dead. How many times has Loki died? Like, even in Infinity War, when Thanos like choked him to death, and he was like, "No more resurrections" or whatever. What do? They pull some multiverse bullshit, and he's back in the Loki series. So they've always done this, but I'm never going to not find it annoying. Like, they'll probably continue doing this until the end of time, but I will remain here maintaining that it's bullshit. And that I wish that there could be some sort of stakes in Marvel movies, which unfortunately there just aren't, right? The deaths in Marvel tend to feel cheap. Even if they're effective, right? Like, even if, I admittedly got emotional, at the end of Infinity War, but it only lasted for like 2 seconds because I was like, oh yeah, wait, these people are all coming back. What am I crying about? You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll see what happens. Now, if they decide, if my time to shine hello is correct, and that it's actually more so going to be T'Challa's son that they end up casting, I mean, that'll be better. Although I would still argue that it's like, well, what the hell was the point of making Shuri Black Panther if you're just gonna do it for one movie? I don't know. Like, even that, I would be like, okay, I don't know. But we will just have to wait and see how it's all handled. Either way, let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.